peeps, how are you doing? Long time, right? Oh my gosh. It seems like I have been apologizing to you guys for so much. I'm sorry. So, many of you know that the week of 4th of July is really hard for me. This past 4th of July marked the 11th anniversary of my son's passing from the car accident. And some of you are probably gonna say, oh, good God, it's been 11 years, get over yourself, you know? And, you know, that might be true for some of you. Some of you might heal faster than some of us, but some of us heal in our own ways. And, you know, that's the one time out of the year that I really stop and reflect, and I really allow myself to miss my son and grieve and cherish all of those little moments and everything that I had with him, because he was so incredibly special to me. It really was. So today I'm doing this vlog. One, I've been so sick over the 4th of July also. So not only was I grieving for my son, but I also came down with this horrible virus, which was causing me to lose my voice and cough a lot and have massive headaches and just feel so weak I couldn't get out of bed. So today I actually got myself out of bed, went and had my hair done because I didn't want to mess with it myself. Got a spray tan, so that hence the spray tan clothes, just so I could actually kind of feel better about myself, even though I don't feel good. So it kind of does help. But anyways, enough of that. But going back to grief, you know, grief is a horrible thing, and I've lost a lot of people in my life. You know, I've lost grandmas and grandpas, I've lost my dad, I've lost my son, I've lost my little brother, and so I feel like I pretty much know what grief is like, and I probably handle grief better than most people because of that. But one of the most therapeutic ways I have of dealing with it is to talk. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about who I've lost and what that person meant to me and everything. And I think that's very therapeutic for people. And so instead of sitting in a room and hiding and feeling bad and just being jacked up on antidepressants and God knows what, or becoming an alcoholic, it just feels good to just sit down and talk to you, my fans, my peeps, about death and what my son meant to me. Yes, I had 2 wonderful children, a boy and a girl. Love my daughter to death, but something about my son just tugged at my heartstrings more than I could ever tell you. I mean, he was the ray of sunshine in my life, and I love talking about him. And the one thing people are constantly asking me is, gosh, you know, but how do you bury a child and just get on with life? Like, I'd be curled up in the corner in a cocoon, you know, position the rest of my life, and I'm like, and what good's that gonna do? Like, that would be the very last thing my son would ever want me to do, is stay on the floor curled up in a cocoon position and not live the rest of my life like I should, like he wants me to. And so every once in a while, just like this 4th of July, when I sit down and I have my little pity party and I miss my son and everything, I have to stop and remember, out of all of the grief conferences that I talk at, you know, I always find someone at those conferences that has it worse than I do. That maybe they lost their one and only child. Yes, I had a man come up and tell me that he'd lost his one and only child, a daughter, and plus he was helping his wife battle, you know, breast cancer. And I'm like, oh my God, and what am I bitching about? I still have a daughter, and she gave me grandsons, and so that's what I become. I become very thankful. I'm like, yes, God did take one of my children away from me, but I still have another one, and I have that to be happy about and know that I'm blessed. And this poor man has no children left. He lost his only child. He'll never know what it's like to walk her down the aisle or have grandkids, you know? So sometimes, I guess my message here is, sometimes when we all get in those little pity party modes and and we sit around and feel sorry for ourselves. We really need to step back and think of the people that have it worse off. They're less fortunate, and maybe that's what it takes for us to stop and slow down sometimes and be thankful for what we do have, whether it's a little tiny house or whether it's a big house, whether it's a Volkswagen or whether it's an Escalade. It just does not matter. We all need to stop, stand back, and be thankful for what we do have, and not be envious of the next person. Because guess what? Who says they're working any harder to get where they're getting than you are? You know, I mean, like, we're all rich in our own minds. Let's just put it that way. And I just want y'all to know where I've been this past week, why I've been kind of in hiding and not doing vlogging and so on and so forth. So with that said, guys, this one's getting published. Tomorrow I'm gonna spend time in my closet, the closet. And we're gonna be doing another tour in the closet for you guys, because some of you are just begging me to do more of a tour in my closet. And I try to keep my videos till around 6 minutes. So sometimes to go through a 3-story closet in 6 minutes is pretty damn hard. So I may break it up. I may do each floor at a time, like only show you the first floor and go through, stuff like that, because otherwise it's just too hard to race all the way up and down all those stairs to try to cover the whole closet in one short little video. So with that said, we're gonna be whipping out the, I know you heard me say this last time, but we are gonna start whipping out the content, and we're gonna start seeing more vlogs from me. And I'm excited, I'm ready to go. I've been re-energized. And so with that said, make sure you like this video, make sure you become a subscriber, because there's a lot of stuff coming down the tube now. We got a lot of stuff going on, guys. So with that said, love you guys, love you, love you, love you, and lights out.